Sir, this is left scapula. Thin medial border, thick lateral border, and thin superior border with suprascapular notch. Two surfaces, concave costal surface and the dorsal surface with the spine of scapula separating supraspinous fossa and infraspinous fossa. This is the crest of the spine, free lateral border. At the lateral end of the spine, this is acromion, acromial angle, and facet for clavicle. Anteriorly, coracoid process. This is glenoid cavity, infraglenoid tubercle, supraglenoid tubercle, and spinoglenoid notch. Sir, this is left clavicle, flat lateral third which is concave forwards, facet for acromion, deltoid tubercle on the anterior border, conoid tubercle on the inferior surface, trapezoid line, rounded medial two-thirds which is convex forwards, groove for subclavius on the inferior surface in middle third, and medially this is articular surface for manubrium sterni and first costal cartilage. Sir, this is left humerus. This is the head with the articular surface directed medially backwards and upwards, anatomical neck, anteriorly lesser tuberosity, laterally greater tuberosity, intertubercular sulcus or bicipital groove, and surgical neck below the tuberosities. This is the lower end. The larger epicondyle is the medial epicondyle, medial supracondylar ridge, lateral epicondyle, lateral supracondylar ridge. This is the articular surface with pulley-shaped trochlea and spherical capitulum. Above the trochlea, coronoid fossa. Above the capitulum, radial fossa. And posteriorly, this is olecranon fossa and groove for ulnar nerve on the medial side. The shaft is circular in the upper half and triangular in the lower half. It has three borders: anterior border from the greater tubercle and lateral lip of the intertubercular sulcus, medial border from the medial lip of intertubercular sulcus, and lateral border. So three surfaces: anterolateral, anteromedial, and posterior. In the middle third, this is V-shaped deltoid tuberosity on the anterolateral surface. Posterior to it is the sulcus for radial nerve, and above the sulcus in the upper third, this is ridge for the lateral head of triceps. Sir, this is left ulna. The upper end is hook-like with olecranon and coronoid process. The articular surface consists of the trochlear notch anteriorly, radial notch on the lateral aspect of coronoid process, and this is tuberosity of ulna anteriorly. The shaft shows a sharp introitious border raised in the upper part as the supinator crest, anterior border, and S-shaped posterior border. So three surfaces: anterior, medial, and posterior. This is the grooved anterior surface. On the posterior surface, there is an oblique line above and vertical ridge below. Sir, the lower end or head shows styloid process medially, convex articular surface for radius laterally, and groove for extensor carpi ulnaris dorsally. Distally is the smooth articular surface for wrist joint. Sir, this is the left radius. Head, neck, shaft, and lower end. This is the disc-shaped head, shallow cup-like upper surface, narrow neck, and radial tuberosity medially. The shaft has three borders: a sharp introitious border medially, anterior border, and posterior border, and three surfaces: anterior, lateral, and posterior. The lower end has carpal articular surface for scaphoid and lunate separated by a faint ridge, styloid process laterally, ulnar notch medially, smooth anterior surface, and dorsal tubercle on the dorsal surface. This deep groove medially is for extensor pollicis longus and two shallow grooves laterally for extensor carpi radialis longus and brevis. Sir, this is articulated hand of left side showing carpus, metacarpus and phalanges. In the proximal row of carpal bones from lateral to medial side, this is scaphoid, lunate, triquetral and pisiform. In the distal row, this is trapezium laterally, trapezoid, capitate and hamate. This is the carpal groove on the palmar side bordered by the pisiform bone and hook of hamate medially and tubercle of scaphoid and ridge of trapezium laterally. The 5 metacarpal bones, each with a convex head, long shaft and broad base, they proximally articulate with the carpal bones and laterally with the neighboring metacarpals except the first. There are 14 phalanges, 3 in each finger, proximal, middle and distal, and 2 in the thumb, proximal and distal. The proximal phalanx has concave facet proximally and a pulley-like head. Middle phalanx has 2 concave facets proximally and a pulley-like head. And distal phalanx has 2 concave facets proximally with no articular surface on the head but a horseshoe-shaped tuberosity on the palmar side.